You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marsha Littlejohn, and I am here with Karl Zimmermann. I wondered how I was going to say it was so nice to see you this morning.
Marsha, how's everything today?
Well, it is wonderful to have you here on Buzz TV, Karl, because I know when I go home and I tell you all the different things that we've talked about, and of course we all watch it on VeroBuzzTV.com, and you can too, but now something really exciting is happening because we are going to be carrying one of your very favorite events, and that is a candidates forum for the city of Vero Beach, and it's all sponsored by the Indian River Tea Party. Good to see you.
Well, it's nice to see you. We've greeted already, but
see, I'm always told what to do.
Yes, it doesn't do any good though. Actually, the Tea Party, as it has sponsored many candidate forums, is sponsoring a candidate forum for Vero Beach City Council elections, and the event, which is being held at the Heritage Center, is scheduled for Tuesday, October 6th at 6:30.
Terrific. And I guess this is when we really have that great opportunity, and we're going to continue our discussion about this, but I think to meet and really see these candidates. Now, we've all been bombarded with the candidates running for President of the United States, but this is going to be a little unusual as well because they are local people. They are running our community here. But I was very interested because, Karl, I know you've told so many people, it is the city of Vero Beach. It's a candidates forum at the Heritage Center on October the 6th at 6:30, and somebody says, oh, but I live in the county.
Yeah, or they say, Marsha, well, I'm not a city voter. And my reply to that is, well, I understand that. I'm not a city voter either. We live in the unincorporated area of the county, but we live within the city franchise zone for utility services. So it's important to us, and it should hopefully be important to other people.
I think what I really enjoyed is when you simply say that these individuals that sit there on the City of Vero Beach Council are the ones that make the decisions. And so regardless of where you live in the county, to me, that is extremely interesting. And of course, with the power situation, the utility situation, extremely interesting and important as well. But I think so many people don't even know where the boundaries are. Because when we think about where do you live, you know, do you live in Indian River County? Yes, but do you live in the Vero Beach County? It took me about 15 years to figure out where I was.
Yeah, it's really very confusing, and the primary confuser is the fact that so many people have a Vero Beach postal address, but they actually do not live within the incorporated area of the city of Vero Beach. So that gets very confusing. But the issue again is the whole point. We have a city council election coming up in November. We have two incumbents, Richard Winger and Amelia Graves, who are running for re-election. And we have three additional challengers, Laura Moss, Harry Howell, and Brian Hetty.
All right, now I'm going to have you hold that thought for just a moment. We're going to continue this. Isn't that wonderful? And we're going to come back in 60 seconds with my very distinguished guest, Karl Zimmermann, talking about the up-and-coming Vero Candidates Council for the City of Vero Beach, the Candidates Forum, coming up this week. So we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
And And we are back indeed with my very distinguished guest, as I mentioned, Karl Zimmermann, member of our Tea Party here, the Indian River Tea Party. And I guess really as we went out, I mentioned that this Tea Party, the Candidates Forum, sponsored by the Tea Party, which is going to be held on October the 6th. So depending on when you're watching this, of course, remember that it is October the 6th at the Heritage Center.
Correct.
At 6:30 p.m.
That's
you were
correct.
mentioning as we went out, Karl, the candidates themselves. How many seats are actually up for election?
There are 2 seats up. Both the incumbents, as I mentioned, are running for re-election, and then there are 3 additional challengers. I think the important consideration here that doesn't normally happen in a lot of forums that we see is that people attending the forum at the Heritage Center have an opportunity after the board-sponsored questions are asked of the candidates to submit written questions, either to all the candidates or to individual candidates, to get a direct answer to things that concern them, that they have questions about. That doesn't happen too often. We feel that's a real advantage, and that's why we encourage people to attend the forum itself. We haven't talked about the fact that Buzz TV, through arrangements with the Tea Party, is going to be broadcasting after the fact, starting on the 8th of October, a full rendition of the forum. But you don't get to ask questions when you watch it after the fact.
You see, I think that's what's so wonderful and unique about Buzz TV. We were going to do it live. Of course, Buzz TV can video things live, and of course that's important for you to know, but I think it's important, as you say, to have people there with that opportunity to ask the questions. But what's wonderful is then you simply click on your iPad, your computer, your whatever the little box is on your smart TV, and watch it over and over again, because in many cases you think, did he really say that? And then you can go back and watch it again.
And you may watch it and think that there are some very important points.
Absolutely.
And you may be able to tell your friends who weren't aware of it, did you watch the forum, because there's some interesting information. Let me just go through the format, because I think it's important for the viewer to understand. Each candidate is given an opportunity to present a short statement about themselves. These forums are all timed, and the candidates are told what the time parameters are on each instance. They are given an opportunity to answer each of the questions individually, and then at the end of that period, as I said, there's an opportunity for questions from the audience, which, as we stated earlier, those are written questions. There's no opportunity to try and embarrass a candidate or anything of that sort.
It's not a he said, she said.
No.
However, we're going to take a little break now and come back and of course wrap this up, but have you give that date and time and so on and so forth. But I was going to do the format on this last segment, but since you've already given that, the interesting thing is that many people who are sitting there right now thinking, I have a question I would like to ask, you need to get there and get that question written out, have it presented. Then when we come back, now, I want you to discuss whether or not the other candidates can reply to what one candidate said. That's always fun. I think we've just been through that with the presidential candidate forums. But we're going to be right back in 60 seconds. Don't go away. You're watching Buzz TV.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage. But you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Well, we're wrapping up this discussion with my very distinguished guest, as I say frequently, because he told me I should say that, Karl Zimmermann. He is, of course, a member of the board of our Indian River Tea Party, and that is the organization, the group that is sponsoring the up-and-coming Candidates Forum. That's for the city of Vero Beach, the Candidates Forum coming up on October the 6th at the Heritage Center. 6:30 is the time. How do we have a time frame how long you think a candidates forum would go?
Generally, Marcia, it takes about an hour and a half, and that's kind of the guidelines that we use. You know, if there are pressing questions and it takes an extra 5 or 10 minutes, why, we're not limited by that. We have the facility for a long enough period to continue that.
Will the persons in attendance have an opportunity to meet and greet the candidates before or after the forum?
It really depends. There's certainly an opportunity. I can't guarantee what time the candidates are going to get there. The forum starts at 6:30. We've had instances where they do arrive early, and other instances where they walk in at the last minute. But they certainly have a tendency to stay afterwards to meet anybody
Sure.
in the audience.
And I think it's a wonderful opportunity for anyone who's attending, and I hope everyone attends this forum on October the 6th. Go to one of those wonderful restaurants around the Heritage Center and have dinner before or after. It's a great way to enjoy our beautiful community here, and of course learn a little bit more about Vero Beach and understand what these individuals are thinking and doing. And once again, let's wrap this up with you telling who will be. We've got 2 seats up for grabs,
Correct.
so to speak, and tell me who they are and how that's working.
Okay.
Is there an incumbent?
We have 2 incumbents, Amelia Graves and Richard Winger. So those are the 2 seats that are up for consideration in this election. We have 3 additional challengers: Brian Hetty, Laura Moss, and Harry Howell. And so we, as most people know, this is a popularity contest. So out of those 5 candidates, the 2 highest vote getters would be the winners. There's no running for a specific seat. So it's an open election, and that's how it's conducted here in the city of Vero Beach. This is a nonpartisan election, so both parties are allowed to vote. As long as you're registered, live within the city of Vero Beach, you're allowed to vote.
And incidentally, inasmuch as we are on an internet TV station, Buzz TV, you may be in another state. We're talking about Vero Beach, Florida, and that is where this particular...
That's very true, and we
Absolutely.
should just mention again that it will be on Buzz TV starting on October 8th. There will be a schedule on the site to let you know when the program is available and how to access it.
Absolutely, it's really easy. Just go to your computer, your iPad, your whatever, and just put in verobuzztv.com, and you will find out. Look at the schedule, find out when it's airing, and you'll be able to, of course, watch these candidates. And also, don't forget to be in attendance on October the 6th at the Heritage Center for the Candidates Forum for the City of Vero Beach. Karl, thanks so very much.
Well, thank you, Marcia. This was just a wonderful interlude.
All right, I thought you were going to say interview. Now go home and fix dinner.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much. But at ICANN, we work for you. We shop all the private and government plans available, dozens of plans, to find the plan that best suits you and your family's needs at historically low prices.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. It takes the mystery out of comparison price shopping for prescription medicine, giving you the power to instantly find the pharmacy with the lowest price and save possibly hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single year. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Please call 800-345-7585.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and there is nothing more exciting than to all of a sudden say, oh, that must have been my great-grandfather, or oh, I think that was my mother. Oh, Cindy Hineman, and I want to say Hineman.
It's Heineman.
Heineman, Cindy Hineman. I call you so many different things. Can I call you Cindy?
Sure, please do.
Well, Cindy, you have been around this area for so long, and of course doing so much with Genealogical Society. And of course that's what this is all about, the Indian River Genealogical Society that is so fantastic. I tell the story constantly, of course, about discovering, just seeing my great-grandfather's name in writing and in print. It means so much. But how did you get involved and excited about genealogy? Yeah, and geology. It all started back there, but this is genealogy.
Oh, I tell you what, I just don't, when I retired from my corporate job, I was looking for something that I felt passionate about. And I'd always loved my family history, sitting on my father's knee, listening to stories. So I examined lots of different things, and ended up going to a program at the society where they have free programs every month. And
that's right here in Vero Beach.
I got hooked, and the next thing you know, they asked me to be on the board, and it's been almost 15 years now, and I still love it. And like you say, introducing people to their ancestors, there's no better feeling.
I think what it is I've used that phrase, you feel validated all of a sudden when you see it written up. But now what we're really here to tell you about is that everyone can become involved, because you're having your second annual family history, really kind of an expo,
it is
so to
an
speak.
Expo.
And then an open house as well?
Yes, we're kicking off Family History Month. National Family History Month was established many years ago in Washington, D.C., and we are starting off our event here in Vero Beach on October the 3rd with an all-day event from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church at 520 Royal Palm Boulevard.
It's that new beautiful part of their, isn't that fabulous?
That space is magnificent. And we have plenty of room, we have displays, we have the Florida Pioneer Descendant program is going to be there this year. We have the library, a lot of information from what we call our gigs, which are genealogy interest groups. The Swedish group, the Polish, the Germans, and the Irish will all be there to show you how to do research in those countries. Plus, we're going to have an interactive table. There'll be 4 people set up with their computers, and our guests will be able to sit down and say, this is my parent or my grandparent, and we're going to find them for you to get you started and show you how to begin.
Oh my golly. And you will be hooked. You will be absolutely hooked. We're going to take a little break, come back, and continue our talk with Cindy Hineman. Of course, she is with the Indian River Genealogical Society. And it's not just Indian River, as you say, it's all around the world.
Oh, absolutely.
And you find out what's going on. And to have this one huge day where you can sit down and learn how to do the research is what I think is going to be fabulous. So don't go away, everyone. We will be back with Cindy Hineman telling you about how you can discover where you came from. You may even be able to figure out where you're going. But anyway, we'll be right back with Cindy Hineman. Don't go away.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Oh boy, we are back indeed with Cindy Hineman. She is talking to us about an absolutely exciting day that's going to be happening with our Indian River Genealogical Society. And genealogy is not geology. They dig a little bit, and we did find an old Vero man or something, didn't we? Yeah. But the genealogy takes you right on back to where it was you came from. So this is what's going to be exciting. The date is going to be when?
Well, we have actually two dates. It's the weekend of October 3rd and 4th. The first day is what we had mentioned previously for the expo, and this will be we'll have lots of volunteers and people there from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. to help you get started and learn how to research on your family tree. And then the second day is going to be Sunday afternoon, but only for a couple of hours. But we have plenty of people to help you locate those treasures in the genealogy department at our Indian River County Main Library.
Yes.
And many of you know Pam Cooper, who has been instrumental in building actually a nationally recognized library.
Wow.
And so many people in Vero have no idea. I volunteer there on Tuesdays, and it's amazing to me how people still walk in and they go, oh, I didn't know this
Absolutely.
was here.
Well, now they're going to know because we have it here on Buzz TV.
Yes, of course, of course.
But to learn just how to do it, and everyone has computers. Everyone has, and of course I was just Googling something the other night, and I thought, I can't wait to get Cindy on the show because I want to ask you, what do you do when you see something written up and it has the wrong date on it?
Oh, I'll bet you found that on an online family tree.
I did.
Many times that's what happens. People do not actually locate the right sources and use the right materials. And that's one of the things we'll show you whenever you come to the expo, how important it is to document where you found the information. And many times, depending on where you found that, Marcia, you can write to that website and ask them to remove it.
This is wonderful because it did. It gave all the listing of some of it, and then it even gave the names of two individuals that I know that put it in there, and I know they're the ones who got it wrong. So, and it's a lot.
We all have trouble.
And there's something on Facebook now that does, if you grew up in Indialantic, or if you grew up in Melbourne, Florida, and it has all these things. My son just this morning sent a picture of Old Melbourne High School and said something, and then the class of '63, and he said, Mom, do you know any of these people? I said, honey, I graduated in '56. So, and all these wonderful things that go on, but it's all about genealogy. And everyone will have this important date to remember, actually October the 3rd, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Tell me, well, we're going to wrap this one up and then come back in just a moment and give you all the specifics of this open house of the Indian River Genealogical Society. It's the second time you've done this.
Yes, it is. And we're hoping to be crowded as can be.
Oh, good. Because you're going to, as I mentioned before, you're going to find out where you came from, and you might even find out where you're going. So we'll be back in 60 seconds, so don't go away.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Well, we are going to be celebrating Family History Month in a magnificent way right here in Indian River County, thanks to the Indian River Genealogical Society. Cindy Hineman is here, and of course you're a volunteer with the group. You're there every Tuesday.
Yes.
And so on October, actually the whole month of October is Family History Month.
Right.
So maybe this is the time where we really ought to try to get it right.
I think so, and you can always come into the genealogy department at the main library. It's on the second floor, and we are open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. excuse me, Monday through Friday.
Fabulous.
But the society works in partnership with the library. So we have the Genealogical Society has monthly meetings that are open. So watch for your announcements about who's going to be there. Pam Cooper's going to speak October 13th.
Oh, and she's so great.
Oh,
yeah.
Isn't she magnificent? And she's going to talk about trying to locate women. You know, back in the old days, the women were not the ones who signed the paperwork and all that. So it's kind of hard to find those women.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I wonder what Hillary would say about. No, we won't go into that. But Family History Expo is going to be so much fun. Of course, it's from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. But I think really what we look at here is you have a Facebook page as well.
We do. We have a Facebook page. Look for Indian River Genealogical Society on Facebook. You can join and follow us. And we also have a website that has all more details if you have any questions about where to go and what time to be there. And if you'll go to www.IRGS.org and look at the information for our upcoming second annual Family History Expo.
Oh boy, you don't want to miss the biggest family history genealogy display of the year, and it's going to be right there because not out at the library. Where is the society? Do you meet in the library?
We meet in the library the second Monday of, or second, excuse me, why do I always say
Tuesday.
that? The second Tuesday of each month.
All right, but
September through May.
What I love is I've just realized, and I think you probably are just realizing, that our library is nationally recognized as one of the best small town libraries for genealogy and family history research. So don't have any excuses as to, a lot of people don't want to know where they came from, but this is the greatest way in the world to go in there and make sure you get it right. What I'd love to do is do this as a monthly discussion on Buzz TV to really give a couple of the tips to people as to how and what to do and where the correctness comes from.
Yes.
Because when I saw the birth date of my mom incorrectly stated,
oh, doesn't that get to you? It burns me.
It makes it just, and then nothing makes sense. So it is so important to have that, and also about our cemeteries. I want to talk about our cemeteries sometime.
We've got a big project going on in documenting our cemeteries, and I'll be glad to come back and talk to you about that.
All right, Cindy Hineman, of course, she is a volunteer, but she has been doing it for 15 years with our genealogy, actually our Indian River Genealogical Society, learning all about everything. Thanks so very much for being. And don't forget, always, everybody be there at Actually, it's on October the 3rd, and it's at McKee Hall at the First Presbyterian Church of Vero Beach, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., helping to celebrate Family History Month.
Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage. But you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.